Hello and welcome everyone to the How To series presented by Freshservice, your guide to best practices for IT service management and IT operations management. I'm Nishant and I'm here to share with you how you can supercharge your new employee onboarding with Freshservice. Many of us have had bad experiences when joining a new organization or know of friends who were not impressed. For me, it was when I started my internship with a terrific company known for being a top employer. As we don't have an ID card on day one, the security team expected HR to send them an email notifying them in advance of a new employee coming, or meeting the employee at the office lobby and escort the new employee in the office. My hiring manager chose latter, and unfortunately, when I reached the office on my day one, he was pulled into an emergency meeting. I only had his landline number, so I tried calling him multiple times, but to no avail. I was waiting for over an hour. I started to think if they didn't like me or didn't want me to join as an intern. When I finally met him, he gave me a printout of checklist. So on the first 2 days, I only did operational tasks like collecting my laptop, getting my ID card, getting my work desk, getting access to software. Eventually, I learned a lot during my internship, but I'm not sure if the first impression was a factor in my decision to not accept a full time job offer after my internship. Research shows that I'm not alone. A survey indicates that 88% of the employees believe their organizations don't onboard well. 58% of the organizations believe their onboarding program has manual processes. This does not sound right, and we are here to fix this. Let's talk about some of the top challenges on why new employee onboarding is challenging. Top of the list is so many different teams and departments coordinate to make the experience exceptional, but more often than not, they struggle with keeping data and workflows up to date. In many cases, it deaths by Excel with multiple Excels used to project management different parts of the experience. Let's talk about 5 ways we can help you supercharge your new employee onboarding with Freshservice. The key terms here are that it's a no code setup, but we give these capabilities free of cost to you if you're on our Growth Pro and Enterprise plan. The first step in supercharging new employee onboarding experience is aligning the many different teams and stakeholders with well defined roles and responsibilities. Let's take a quick look at how to set this up in Freshservice. I'm now inside a trial account. In the admin console, we see the new employee onboarding module. The first step here is defining the roles and different teams that play a part in this. And we know from working with various clients across different organizations, we have a variety of processes. In many organizations, HR managers collect all the information as part of the hiring process, and in many, they own the process end to end. In other cases, they need additional information or selections from the reporting manager or the new joiner. It's very easy to add or delete the required roles. For this demo, let's assume we need all 3 roles. Let's deep dive into HR manager and the information they need to provide. As you can see, we have an easy drag and drop customizable form. We can add other relevance field here. Here we are asking HR managers to provide department, employee ID, reporting manager, amongst other information. Let's look at the information needed from reporting managers. For this demo, we can assume that the reporting manager has to provide the buddy's name to the new joiner. We can also select what information is visible to the reporting manager by choosing here. Finally, we can save this and customize the email that goes out to the hiring manager. Pretty easy to set up. We can do the same for the new joiner too. For the purpose of this demo, let's assume we're asking them to tell us what their t-shirt size is that they will get as part of the onboarding kit. Again, we have the ability to customize the email that goes out to them. It's fairly easy in Freshservice. We know new employee onboarding in many cases is multiple repeatable tasks. We can create predefined kits and it's fairly easy to set them up in Freshservice. As you can see in this example, we have created a kit for all employees as all employees need an official email address and an ID card. We can give a choice to the HR manager to select if the new employee needs Zoom Pro access or not. Now we can create function specific kits as well. For this demo, we have created two kits. For the sales org, we want to give them a MacBook. For the developers organization, we may want to give them a choice of custom Windows laptop. We have also given a choice for reporting manager to select if they should get a Dell monitor here. We can also set up rules as you see here. If the department is development, the employee should get the development laptop as mandatory. And if they're in sales, they should get the MacBook. The third critical step here is setting up automation. You can use service catalog to set up workflows for many items. We can also set up high degree of automation using our orchestration center. You can use it to provision access to platforms like Okta or set up role specific access like GitHub in this example. You can learn more about the orchestration capabilities in the upcoming how-to video on Orchestration Center. The fourth step is streamlining the onboarding process across teams and functions. Here you will see that Freshservice creates a master ticket and multiple child tickets. The tool recommends the team that a ticket should be assigned to, but you have the ability to change them. Example, in this demo, we may want facilities to provide an ID card, but a team in H to create the official email address. As you can see, it is pretty easy to set up. You can also map fields from onboarding forms on the next screen and maybe set up auto approvals for this process. We are all set here. Now let's see Neo in action. On my Chrome browser, I've logged into Freshservice as a HR manager. You can see the service item is visible to me. It's a simple form that HR can fill up with data from the hiring process, email address, name, reporting manager, job title. Maybe HR feels John is a Bond fan, so he got the coveted 007 employee ID. Once we click submit, we see the workflow set up in the kits. Let's select that John needs access to Zoom. On the next screen, we see that HR manager has executed the workflow, but we still need information from the reporting manager. Now, I will log into my email address. As you can see, I got an email quickly. I can select the team buddy name, and I can also select if John needs the Dell monitor or not. Once I click approve and submit, it triggers an email to John to complete the workflow. We can see an email on John's personal email address. When you click on it, John can see his joining date and all other details. Now he can select his t-shirt size and we are all set. Simple and straightforward. The fifth step in supercharging your new employee onboarding experience is having the ability to track and monitor the onboarding ticket. On the home screen, I can see the status, and by clicking on tickets, I can see the pending actions. Freshservice makes it simple. I hope you're as excited as I am to set up new employee onboarding in Freshservice. Your new employees and different teams working on new employee onboarding process will be excited too. Freshservice also helps you get qualitative metrics like first call resolution for all teams involved or onboarding cycle times, or helps you find out if there was a miss in SLAs for individuals and teams, amongst others. It also helps you get qualitative metrics, example survey from new hires. With that, we would like to thank you for joining us today. New employee onboarding module is available to all Freshservice customers on Growth Pro and Enterprise plan. You can get started with a trial using the link here and experience many more exciting capabilities.